Hello there, and welcome to what will be my first ever Let's Play. That's what it is. So this will be the first Let's Play ever, and my first video going onto this YouTube channel. I have no clue what I'm doing. This is the first time I've done anything like this. But as you can see, we are playing Super Metroid Cross a Link to the Past Randomizer today. I'm Jazza, and come along with me for the ride. I've never played this particular seed, and the seed will be in the link in the description below. Enjoy! Now, I've done a lot of playthroughs with this, and I'm hoping this will go along well. You can even see my button inputs down the bottom, which is going to be really good if you want to know what's happening. Especially with the setting like this, I like to do a sort of crab formation, I guess. I'm also going to get used to this game again because it's been a long time since I've played Super Metroid. So the physics is a bit off from what I'm currently used to. And as you may notice, I'm going to be foregoing a tracker just because I would like to see how well I can remember everything. I'm going to try and get as close to 100% as possible. I might not get every single upgrade for bombs or arrows. I think that's fine because they're not ever really necessary. This will be a key sanity run as well, so if you'd like to come along for the ride and use this as a bit of a guide for this seed, you can go for it. I might do things a bit out of order. Sorry, I am not very good at speaking English, apparently. Even though I was born in a very English-speaking country to very English-speaking parents. So if they ever saw this video, they'd say I'm wrong, because they speak Australian. So what key did we get? Total Rock. That will not be used for a long time. I don't believe there is anything over here I can get, and with Key Sanity, with the website I go through, some doors in even a Metroid require a key, and I can't go down there because I don't have the Morph Ball. So, I have literally just got to go straight to Zelda. Luckily, there's normally like 50 items immediately open to you, which is phenomenal, and the ones that aren't open to you immediately just tend to require bombs or even a bottle, which bottles you tend to get fairly early as well. Good old classic Zabesians. Whenever it comes to a conversation about Metroid, I used to be asked a lot what my favorite Metroid game was, and for the longest time I would always say either Fusion or 2, because I kind of wanted to fit in with all the other people who really liked Metroid 2. This was even after the remake of 2, Samus Returns, came out. At the time I preferred Return of Samus, which is the original Game Boy release, which I do have. But this is... I find this to be better than definitely 2, or at least Return of Samus. Samus Returns, I'd say it's about on par. However, I much prefer Fusion to either of those games. And then my favorite Metroid game of all time is Metroid Dread. I think it really encapsulates what was great about Super Metroid, and also uses the new mechanics from Samus Returns really well. And I don't think there is at all a better Metroid game. However, in regards to the 3D series, I definitely believe that Prime is the best. Prime 4, I don't think was anywhere near as bad as what people were making it out to be. Yeah, it says it's open world, it technically is, but it's not great, and that is a... Oh, actually, that's a pretty good first item, because that means when I do go to get the Zora flippers, I don't need to farm up as much cash. That's another great thing about randomizers, these Zora flippers can often be attained stupidly early. Now, I do this normally in any order I want. Normally that house is the first place I go to, and then straight to Kakariko Village, just because there are so many items immediately available. I'm not going to check what's on the other side of the twins' house, just because I like to make that a bit of a surprise, see what the 15-second prize is, and see if I've wasted my time or not. Most of the time, it's just rupees. Because there are about 250 chests in, or items in general in Zelda. Ooh! Ice Palace, another one that won't be done for a while. And then there are exactly 100 items in all of Metroid, but then they've added some more, so I believe it's mostly rupees that's being shafted in this, which I will never complain about. I am happy to get rid of all the single and 5 and 20 rupee prizes. They are terrible. Now in here there are going to be 3 free chests, but hopefully I can get a 4th. Sorry, there are 4 with potentially 5 missiles. That's good. Energy tank, power bombs currently useless. Piece of heart, sweet. So that last one I can't get currently because I do not quite yet have the morph ball. Now if I speak too much, please do let me know. I will be checking the comments just to see any criticisms. If I do get any comments, I don't know. I'm hoping I do. This isn't going to be another 4 free chests, which is just great. Do them this way. This gives you access to all 4 of them without having to exit the room. Super missiles, great. Bombs, awesome. And that gives us another item. Wrong button. I am used to the GBA version of this. I do love how they've got that little tracker there. They've even got the dungeon map and compass. I know they do have that in most of these versions. Sorry, it's been a while. I love how he still has an animation when you don't even have a sword. That is nice attention to detail. Palace of Darkness, that's a bit of an earlier one at least. So we're gonna go back and grab the item that I couldn't grab before. And with the last bomb, if I don't get any more, I'm not sure if I want to go to Granny's house, get the item there, which is an item that most people forget, or go to the twins' house and get that item there. Because there are also 2 Sahasrara items that I can grab, possibly 4, I believe it's 3 over near the East Palace, now that I think about it. Wrong button. I have also turned off the life beeps just because they always get very annoying. More bombs, great. And if you're curious, I am using VTube Studio, and the character I'm using is Wanko. He is adorable. I may potentially get a different VTubing model, I do not know. But I would definitely love to look at it, look into it. I might even ask my brother to help me out with that because he is a graphics designer. Though, to my knowledge, he's not done any major projects, but he's just helped out a few people at AIS, Australian Institute, no, sorry, AIE. Sports is AIS, Electronics is AIE. And he lives down in Canberra. I would love to go down and see him if I get the chance. I'd also love to move down there myself. Missiles! Not too bad. I believe this version also makes it so as there are more super missiles than usual, and same with the power bombs. I might be wrong with that. I kind of hope I am, because having a lot of super missiles is very broken against the Mother Brain fight. It is unfair and kind of boring. That is an item that a lot of people miss too, that I've seen, just because it's not common knowledge that it's right there. Stay away! Right. So I'm gonna go grab the item for the sick kid, and also the $100 bottle I forgot about. Whoops. And while I'm here, I will also grab the item from the wonderful, lovely Granny. So here's a sick kid, he's going to give us... Normally he'll give us the bug catching net, but now he's going to give us power bombs that I still cannot use. That is just great. Now I hope my voice isn't too loud, and I hope that I'm speaking plenty clearly. I will see if I can do that in post. I have never even edited a video before either, so this is all a learning experience for me. Poor Chokins. That is huge. So when I do eventually get the Pearl, Dark World is going to be possible and easy now. It means getting to Tower of Hera is possible as well. Once I get the gauntlets. I need to get the item from you. Nice! So that is already a lot of really good items, really early. I can't get anything from the blacksmith yet, because I haven't unlocked him. I can go to the twins' house though. I will actually check what's in the library though, to see if it's worth coming back. I'll probably forget eventually though. What have we got? A dungeon map. Unless it's Ice Palace or Tower or Geddon's Tower, it's not overly important to me. Sorry, I'm gonna damage your wall real quick. Oh, this isn't like the GBA one. That sucks. So, if you couldn't tell, I'm actually rather used to the GBA version of A Link to the Past that was bundled with Four Swords. I've seen a lot of people online talk about how Four Swords was bundled with the GBA version of A Link to the Past, and that is just objectively wrong. Nintendo bundled A Link to the Past with Four Swords so as they could actually have a game that was popular, just to try and sell more copies of Four Swords, and so as you could have a game to play whilst you don't have any of your friends around. Even then, if you don't have any link cables, Four Swords is completely impossible. Until they made the Anniversary Edition for DSi and 3DS that was available for a total of like 11 days. Ah! So I'm gonna go to the water, what will eventually become the Swamp Palace, see what 2 items are there. I believe there are also some other items that I can get pretty easily while I'm down here. I know Moldorm Cave, sorry, not Hype Cave, but Moldorm Cave tends to be decently easy to do. The issue is that I only have bombs, and doing it with bombs, it can be very risky. But it might be worth a shot if I get some more bombs here. There is also the Ice Cave, which just requires 1 bomb to get to. 5 rupees, I hate you. Back in to reset. I was originally going to be having some Ethernet in my PC today, and unfortunately, more missiles. That's good, I guess. But unfortunately, when we tried getting the Ethernet or data cables up into the ceiling, my father just couldn't reach it, and he also broke part of the ceiling, so he started to come through a bit. It scared my mother half to death, because she was pretty much right under where he was, so I decided to get the stepladder out and actually support the ceiling with as much of my body as I could, just so as if he did come through the ceiling, he would hurt me and I would cushion his fall before he hurt my mother, just because she has a much more frail body than mine, because unfortunately she's just got a lot of not great things going on with her. Ah! Helps if I press the right buttons. I keep on pressing A. So this is normally the ice rod, which nice. I'm so used to hearing the yeah. Of GBA Link to the Past Link. Which, a bit of trivia for you, Four Swords is the first ever game to have a Toon Link in it. Not to mention, it's also the first canon game to have a... No, never mind, there is Minish Cap. Which does, in the timeline, come before it. But all those sounds that you hear from the Link to the Past version started off from Four Swords. I cannot swim yet, and they were eventually used in Wind Waker, which is one of the most popular Zelda games, and personally I don't entirely get why. It is fun, but I don't think it's that good. It is a nice, cozy game to play at least. However, I believe Majora's Mask is just generally better. Mind you, I much prefer Metroidvanias, and to me, Majora's Mask is a Zelda and Metroid game all in one, which is just perfect for me. I'm just now realizing there's a whole other dungeon I could be going to right now. I forgot you were in here, Moana. Hello. So I'll go back to Hyrule Castle once I'm done with this. Hopefully Sahasrara has some good items in his sanctuary! If not, then I'll definitely be needing to go to Hyrule Castle and start doing the Hyrule Castle dungeon. Okay, so 3 items in here. We've got missiles, arrows, and a reserve tank. The bow would have been much more preferred, seeing as how it is a much better item. And if I was to get just any form of arrows, I would have much preferred the silver arrows, because that would make the game so much easier and the Armos bosses a lot quicker. Because as we all know, they are easy as already. They do not need to be made any easier. Just, you know, make it less annoying. Don't make me have to kill the same boss like 6 or 7 times, however many times it is. Can't go that way, okay. After this, I'll need to go to the sanctuary to grab that item. Because I believe, other than the desert, that should be the last available item in Zelda for now. I believe. I'm not entirely sure if that's true. But there are also a few items down here in the dungeon, so that's probably where I'll be getting a few items for now. And the swords in this game are progressive, so I won't be getting the Master Sword first. I'll be getting Sword, then Master Sword, then Tempered Sword, and then Golden Sword. Here we go. What have we got? More missiles. I feel like they should make him give you 2, seeing as how it gives you 2 in the base game of Link to the Past, but I get why they don't make him do that. That is overpowered as hex. More power bombs I can't use. Yay! I just realized if I can't get anything here, I really need to look at the spoiler log, because I have no clue where else I could go. So Metroid, I'm pretty blocked off. In Zelda, not completely blocked off, but there's not too many places I can go. After this, there is the Eastern Palace, but some rooms that are going to be not impossible, just annoying because of the fact that they are dark rooms. I don't have the lantern, which is extremely important. Man, they were killing it with this theme. No wonder why they reused it a lot. Speed Booster! I am no longer trapped in Metroid. That is phenomenal. That makes it so we'll never need to do Mock Ball, which is awesome. I might still pull it off just because of haha funny joke, but not in a place where I am easily trapped, if possible. Just because I do want to show it off, just in case some of you haven't seen it. I still don't know if it's Mock Ball or Moth Ball, because I have heard both. I've seen a lot of people complain about the physics of the sword, and whilst I agree they're not the best, most of the complaints say that it feels weird or it's inaccurate, and I just think it's not that bad. And I do genuinely think it is quite the skill issue, because it doesn't seem that bad to me. There should be one more item down here with Zelda before I need to go into the sewers. If it's not the lantern, then unfortunately Zelda is staying down here. Which I'm fully aware Zelda's not actually down here. I believe that's the case anyways. It sure is! Look at that, no Zelda! And normally I would have the boomerang by now, but I have no boomerang. Here we go. Thank you! No lanterns, so no sewers today. That sucks. So that tells me I'll be going straight into the Eastern Palace. No, because I still gotta go to the Sanctuary. Then I can go to the Eastern Palace. Why are you looking at that, Moana? You are a special kitty. Now I have no clue how long this episode will be. I might stop it as soon as I get to the Eastern Palace. Because I don't know how long I've been recording. I've been recording for 24 minutes. Some of it is going to get cut out. Just because some of it is before I actually greeted you, and I'd rather not have that. I just wanted the item into the pot. Fine. Honestly, I wish they went back to this style of dungeons and gameplay with Zelda. That's why I loved Echoes of Wisdom so much, because Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, to me anyways, are just not that good. Like, yes, I'll have fun with them, but not because the games themselves are fun, but because I can just turn my brain off and do nothing. Meanwhile, these, they have puzzles and fights that aren't super easy. I actually need to focus on it. Because there's more thought going into everything, and I'm fully aware to some people that sounds cruel and incorrect and so mean to say about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But unfortunately, I believe it, and there are many others that believe it as well. And I'm not going to say that if you like Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, you don't know Zelda. Though I will say, if you believe Tears of the Kingdom has a good story, I don't know if you played the same game I did. Because Tears of the Kingdom has an incoherent story that makes zero sense whatsoever. The story in itself gets everything wrong, and it's a non-canon game within its own story, which I find just extremely stupid. Oh boy! Well, I guess I know what we're doing then. I'm still going to be finishing this video, or ending this video, once I get to Eastern Palace, but this item is going to prolong it just a little bit longer, because it is phenomenal. I'm going to release the duck. I believe his name might be Zephyr in this. Just a hunch, because in Minish Cap there's a bird named Zephyr that you can summon with the Ocarina of Winds. Even though they call this a flute, which the ocarina is a kind of flute anyways. Wrong button. It is not a... There we go, and now there is a... No, I'm thinking of the Dark World. Whoops. Because in the Dark World there is a little boy that asks, "Could you please find my flute, young mysterious child? I lost it in the other world near some flowers. Here's a shovel to go find it." So you use a shovel to dig it up, and it is in the light world. And you find out that when you play it to him, he dies and turns into a tree. It's kind of sad. I do feel sorry for him. But in the end, this game has amazing storytelling. And something like that, it really just makes you feel upset that you found it. But in the end, he wanted you to find it to give him peace. He wanted to be relaxed for his final moments. And I think that's really nice. If only Zelda could go back to storytelling like that. Because the last game I saw that Nintendo released that had a story that moved me as much as that. Probably was Skyward Sword. And that is not a new game. That game is 15 years old this year. I was 6 when that game came out. That's kind of scary to me. That game came out in the same year I started kindergarten. That game came out in the same year that life started going to hell. So I'm going to leave this off here. I will even save it. Maybe not, because I don't want to save it quick. But I'll save in-game. But before that, I will actually do a save state. But you'll see the continuation of this game next time. So until then, whenever it may be, hopefully a week after this video goes up, maybe a few days after this video goes up. Until then, I've been Jessa. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, evening, or night, whatever it may be. See ya.